Hello Taurus, Elsie here to do a bonus read for you, my friends. How are you doing? Look, I am here to do a bunch of reads that are going to be bonus reads this weekend. Try and catch you guys up on the energies that are going on. Let's start with you, Taurus. How are you? How are you, my bull gang? So bonus reads, I do intend a reading for the current or the future energy. Not going to try to read for anything back there. Look, I'm not in favor of you guys going backwards. So if it shows up, I'm going to acknowledge it because that's my job, right? But I'm hoping that this will be something that may resonate with you today, tomorrow, or next year. Look, it's not always going to be right now, y'all. This could be a prediction. This could make no sense now, but could make a lot of sense later. I've been known to predict 3 years into the future. Let's find out what's going on for Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about the bull gang. Tell me about Taurus. Oh yes, all of those things, right? Charlie's reminding me that we are in the shadow phase, the pre-shadow phase of Mercury retrograde, that we do have the Mars, Mars-Mercury conjunction, right? And so that can have its own problems, right? Yeah, let's find out what's going on here. Tell me about Taurus. What can Taurus expect, please? There's so much going on. Pluto is now direct, right? Sorting through things that I've been holding back on. Tell me about Taurus. We've got the Three of Wands. Got the Justice card. And we've got the Ten of Swords in the reverse. Taurus, I feel like you're making a decision to let go of something here. And it does feel like something that you've probably been holding on to for a while. When the Ten of Swords for me is in the reverse, it's because you are holding off the ending of something or holding off closing the door permanently and finally on something, someone, a situation. The Ten of Swords being in the reverse tells me that you're not ready for the pain that will ensue or the pain that comes with being permanently done with someone, something, or a situation. This particular Three of Wands, we can see that somebody here has already decided that in order for me to have justice, in order for me to have balance or to have things come back into harmony, I've got to make the decision. I've got to make the decision to take action. Somebody here is in the Three of Wands energy. Somebody here who is looking forward to the future. And if we just look at the Justice card here, she's looking at the Ten of Swords, right? Knowing full well that yes, I will get balance, but boy, this is going to suck. Yeah. Hold on to yourself. This is going to hurt like hell. So I think that the reason that you haven't let go of this by now, Taurus, is one, because, well, you're a Taurus, and Taurus is very loyal and has a hard time letting go of the past. A lot of people just get stuck there. But I think that mostly you know that if you finally say, I'm done with this job, I'm done with this relationship, I'm no longer going to let them speak to me that way, I'm done with this friendship, that it's going to hurt to let it go. And so I feel like that's why the Ten of Swords is in the reverse. You do want justice, Taurus. You want resolution. You want karma. You want to just be able to walk away from something here, but you've been stuck, knowing that this is really going to hurt if I decide to move here. We've got the Four of Cups. And so I feel like the comfort zone for you, Taurus, is to just take the pain. You would rather be stuck in this energy of like, yeah, fine, I'm fine. I'll just carry on with my life the way it is. It feels like this is a comfort zone for you. Yeah, it feels like somebody here is not able to move into the future because they're stuck in their comfort zone of keeping things in balance. Tell me about this. Tell me about the Justice and the Ten of Swords. We've got the Queen of Wands, but you know that you have to make a bold move here. These are new cards. I'm just looking them over here. Yeah. You know, Taurus, that in order to gain stability, harmony in your life, The thing is, I think that you know that you've got to make a bold move and move forward, but it's going to cause you to get out of your comfort zone. And your comfort zone is a place where you stay in balance by not hurting anybody, by not walking away, by holding the door open here. The Queen of Wands is here, and she's the one that does make a bold move. I feel like somebody does want to make the bold move, but doesn't want to get out of their comfort zone in order to do that. Tell me how we're going to bridge the Four of Cups and the Queen of Wands. I think you want to get out of the comfort zone. Got the Hierophant. There it is. Because you're the one that's predictable, solid, sturdy. You're the one who I feel doesn't want to hurt other people, because you know how people have a certain idea of the way someone who religious is, or someone who is spiritual is. I used to get this when I was religious, and I am no longer, but people will say, oh, you say that you are religious, but then you say those words, or you say that thing, or you make a decision that's going to hurt somebody else's feelings. I feel like you are a person who is someone who walks the walk and talks the talk, and you never step out of line, Taurus. It feels like you're about to step out of line. I feel like this whole Hierophant energy that you give off, which is regimented, I'm going by someone else's rules, I am traditional, I am a traditional Taurus, I am going to hang on forever. I feel like you're about to step out of your comfort zone and maybe abandon your Hierophant energy for just a little bit, because it feels like what you're doing here is that you are so stuck, digging in your heels, that there's something here that you're living in this energy of pain. Like, it feels like you're taking on the pain so someone else doesn't have to. And what I mean by that is maybe you need to end the relationship. Maybe you need to end the job. Maybe you need to end the friendship. But you're not, because you know it would hurt the other person. And so I feel like the universe is asking you to make a bold move, for you to take control of the situation. We've got the Emperor here. Asking you to take control of the situation and make a bold move and close the door finally. And then you'll have to feel the pain, and then you can just release it. And then you won't have to feel the pain again after this. Tell me about justice. Because I feel like right now you're carefully keeping everything balanced, emotionally, keeping everything in order. And I feel like you intend on doing this for the foreseeable future, until the Queen of Wands shows up and says, look, you're independent. You're fiery. You've been hurt before. You're resilient. You're going to fall and scrape your knees. Yes, when the Ten of Swords shows up, it's going to be hurtful. You're going to hurt someone else, and you're going to get over it, because that's what the Queen of Wands does. Because the Queen of Wands is really resilient. Tell me about the Justice card. We've got the Six of Cups in the reverse. Well, there you are. That's the reason why a Taurus isn't going to make a decision to do something against what everyone else believes in, because this is... The Six of Cups in the reverse is, I've got a lot of water under the bridge with you. There's a lot of nostalgia that I'm stuck in here. The Seven of Cups is here. And the Emperor is back. So I feel, Taurus, that you have to find... Oh, look, she's trying to stay in balance too. Look, Temperance is here. I'm going to show you the difference here. That. Yeah, I feel like there is, I think that you want to have everyone to see you, that you're in balance no matter what shows up, that you can help them, that you're the one that they can count on. Taurus, I feel like it's time for you to break tradition here, and it's time for you to finally heal the self. And I think that's what this is really about, that you have been holding back from taking charge. And the thing is that when the Emperor shows up, the Emperor is brutal. The Emperor is the one who's going to conquer it, do it, take care of it. I don't care how you feel. I don't care how you feel. I need to take control of the situation and get everything in line. I think that you're the one living in emotional confusion. You're the one living in a bunch of pain. You're the one who's... It's like you're the one who's enduring it all because you don't want to hurt somebody else. Because the Six of Cups in the reverse tells me I'm stuck in nostalgia. So whether that is an old love, or whether that is a friend in the present, or whether that's a job, or whatever it is, I feel like the reason that you're holding the scales, you're holding everything even though I feel like you're in confusion, the hardships with you. I feel like you're feeling hurt. It feels like you're stuck. You can't move into the future. And you're doing it all in the name of being the Hierophant, because you're used to people seeing you as someone who is a solid structure, someone who stands tall, someone who is always dependable. You can always come to me. I think it's time for you to step out of character, Taurus. That's what it feels like here. So tell me what happens if Taurus allows this Ten of Swords to be in the upright. That means something is coming to an end. You're releasing something, and you're going to betray somebody. And I think that's the reason why you haven't done it up till now. I feel like the Queen of Wands is waiting for you to give the signal. We've got the Ten of Wands. You've been carrying this with you for a while. We've got the King of Swords. You've been wanting to say something, but you didn't for fear of hurting someone, for fear of them saying Taurus is a liar. They've betrayed me. But look, you are showing up as the King of Swords. People know that you're honest and truthful and factual. But what they don't know about you is that you stay tied up in your head in this worrisome position of carrying around emotional or thought processes that are just terrorizing you. It feels like the Eight of Swords is a place where you put yourself because you won't wield the sword as the King of Swords. The universe wants you to wield the sword so you can cut yourself free, Ten of Wands, of carrying around whatever the Ten of Swords in the reverse is. It's time for you to stop hurting yourself and allowing someone else to feel the pain or to feel the repercussions of their own actions. It almost feels like you're holding back and taking the pain for someone so they don't have to feel the pain. I feel like the Queen of Wands is waiting for you, Taurus, to make a decision about making a bold move to say, I'm stepping out of this Hierophant energy and making a bold move forward independently, independent of my doctrine, independent of what everyone expects of me, independent of tradition. Tell me about the Queen. We've got the Knight of Cups, we've got the Five of Pentacles, and we've got the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like, Taurus, that it's time for you to step out of your Hierophant energy. Do it slowly. I'm going to say, do it lovingly, do it kindly, Knight of Cups. But the Five of Pentacles is demanding that you disconnect. It's time for you to let someone feel the consequences of their actions instead of you standing in the gap and taking the pain for them. It's time for them to feel it. It's time for you to step into your Queen of Pentacles energy. It's time for you to have money, time, effort, and energy that you're giving back to the self instead of holding the scales steady for someone else here. I feel like your comfort zone is the Hierophant and the Four of Cups. It feels like you are somebody who likes to hold things steady for other people just so you don't have to watch them go through some sort of painful experience. It's time for someone to feel the consequences of their actions. It's time for you to walk away and say, I've got a life to live. I've got to move forward here. Tell me about this. I feel like your comfort zone is the Four of Cups and the Hierophant. That you hold it all together for everyone else while everyone else is living their lives. We've got the King of Pentacles. There you are. That's Taurus energy. We've got the Nine of Swords. And we've got the Seven of Wands. And it feels like it's time for you to start protecting your light by putting up some boundaries, Taurus. The Seven of Wands is here. I feel like this Seven of Wands and Nine of Swords here. I feel like you worry every day about someone feeling like you let them down. The King of Pentacles is solid and sturdy. I'm always going to take care of you. I'm going to provide for you. I'm going to help you. I'm going to provide nourishment and housing and time, effort, energy. I'm going to do all of those things for you. And I feel like you are trying to step away from or step out of this place where you are holding it down for everybody. I feel like the universe is asking you to walk away into the future. If you decide to walk away into the future, what does it hold for you, Taurus? We've got the Four of Pentacles, we've got the Six of Wands, and we've got the Nine of Pentacles. Look, I don't think that there's anything bad here. I feel like you feel confident. I feel like your reputation builds itself. People know that you're doing this in a very solid, grounded way. They know that you are somebody who's dependable, who they can count on, who has built themselves to here, built their reputation as being someone who can be counted on. The Six of Wands is here with the Four of Pentacles. It does feel like here that you would rather just walk away quietly and not have any fanfare. I don't think you're going to destroy your reputation. I feel like you have been hurting yourself by holding everything in position for somebody else. It might be that you don't want to quit the job because you know that no one else in the office is qualified to do what you do, so you don't want their business to fall apart. Could be a friend who you're holding a secret for. It could be somebody who you've been dating or married to that you know it isn't working, but you've been holding it together and sacrificing the self. What is your advice? What are you supposed to do, Taurus? We've got the Moon, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, and we've got the Knight of Wands. Guess what that says, Taurus? It's time for you to go. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, which is change. It is divine timing. You are not going to be able to hold those scales steady for anyone else from here going forward, because what you don't see is coming is the Wheel of Fortune, and you can't fight the Wheel of Fortune, Taurus. The Wheel of Fortune is bringing change. It's bringing expansion. It's bringing divine timing. It's bringing destiny. And what's the destiny? The Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is the one who is brave, who's going to move forward, who's going to be very fiery and goes and gets what they want. And we have the Knight of Swords. It's all about being brave here. We've got the Two of Swords to make the decision to go. Taurus, you have to make the decision to go. I think you've been thinking about it for a while. The King of Cups is here, keeping everything under the surface, trying to keep everything on the surface very steady and sturdy, while I'm here with the Two of Swords, one sword up, one sword down, wondering, what decision should I make? It really does feel like it's been here. You've been at this place for a long time with the Knight of Pentacles here. It does feel like you will make the best and compassionate decision, Taurus, but I feel like it's time for you to step out of your Hierophant energy and to stop holding things in balance for everybody else. It feels like you've been holding something, I would say, to the point of that it's hurting you mentally. It's like you're stuck here in the mind, and the King of Swords is begging you to just be honest and truthful with yourself, to swing the sword, and the Ten of Wands is asking you to just drop whatever you're carrying mentally. But it's, of course, always up to you. Listen, it's always up to you. The Knight of Swords is here. The Knight of Swords is asking you to be completely honest with somebody and to do it in a way where I feel like you just need to swing the sword of truth and say, look, I can't do that for you anymore. I'm not lying to your husband. I'm not lying to your wife. I can't be in this place where you're not going to pay me enough to do the job where I've been doing the job for 3 people. It feels like you're pushed to a point where you take some sort of bold action here with the Knight of Swords because you just say, that's it. That's what the Wheel of Fortune is. With the Moon, you don't see it coming. The change is here and it happens on a dime. It happens in a moment. Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords, right? Happens in a moment. So there is a moment coming here, a moment of alchemy. There is a moment of change coming here that I don't think that you're expecting because the Moon energy is here, but it's like your breaking point. You've held it together long enough, Taurus. I'm going to leave that right here, Taurus. Thank you so much for coming here and watching. I do appreciate you. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back because I'm always back, y'all. Love ya. Bye-bye.